Let's go.
All right. Good evening, IHSA football family. It is DuPage Run Shoot Show. Episode 9, the last week of the regular season is here. My name is Peter Leinweber, aka Coach Big Pete of DeepDishFootball.com and Deep Dish Football, Publisher 6. How you guys doing? My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Mr. Codo, take it away.
Hello, friends. This is Patrick Codo, the co-host of DuPage Run and Shoot. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. I'm also a sports reporter at NCTV 17. So if you want to check out our content, check us out at nctv17.org. And if you have any questions, email me at petecodo@nctv17.org.
All right, Mr. Codo, let's get right away with the Week 8 scores. Nazareth 42, Montini 7.
Yeah, Montini. Just when we thought they had something cooking. Yeah. Sadly, no. They are eliminated from the playoffs for a second straight season.
And alumni are pissed off. So
yeah, I'm sure they are.
Yep. Joliet Catholic 41, Bennett 0.
Joliet Catholic definitely played pissed off after that Brother Rice game.
Yeah.
But like I said the week before, Bennett, like I said for Bennett, they honestly should have lost the game the week before because they turned the ball over 5 times, and you play so Joliet Catholic took well advantage of that watching that film, and they just hammered it down. And by the way, that's a Hunter Powell. That ain't no running back. That's just a big boy running that ball. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna be a serious game up for Bennett Cup and coming this week 9. So we'll talk about that later on.
We will.
When Wheaton North 20, Geneva 13.
Big game for Matt Kuzak, for if I said that right. They were trailing, they were trailing 13-12 after Geneva had a pick 6 by Jackson Reyes. Then Kuzak had a 64-yard TD. This is the kind of game, honestly, we expected between Wheaton North and Geneva.
And Wheaton North's offensive line was unbelievable. Nathaniel Stevens, Caleb Varney, all those guys, they did a wonderful job. Big shout to Wheaton North football. And it seems Wheaton North they've gradually come back, and they are going to be scary when we get to the playoffs. No doubt about that.
Again.
Yep. St. Charles North 14, Glenbard North 7. Big game.
And Glenbard North's season has unfortunately come to an end. They are eliminated from the playoffs. A team that had so much excitement coming in, it just didn't show. It just didn't show.
Yep.
The Panthers scored first, but then Zach Priami scored a 65-yard touchdown, and then Drew Surges scored a 37-yard TD, and that did it for good.
And just talk about, Glenbard North the past weeks, the turnovers were the ones that killed them.
Turnovers. That's been the killer all season for Glenbard North. Yes. Turnovers have killed the Panthers this year. They have to clean that up next season.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wheaton Warrenville South 32, Lake Park 17.
That's a good fight by Lake Park. This has been Lake Park's improved this year. They've really improved.
Yes, they have. Coach Kirkpatrick has done a wonderful job, and they got nothing to hang their head on down low about this season. They've done a wonderful job. Wheaton Warrenville South, again, they have the slightest little chance to make the playoffs. The slightest little chance.
What's their record now?
I believe they have 4 wins.
I thought they were 3 and 5.
I think they got 3 wins, but there's a chance they may be creeping in as a 4 and 5 team.
There's going to be a lot of 4 and 5 teams out there, but if it's Wheaton Warrenville South, then so be it.
Yep.
It all depends on. Well, it also depends on. Well, their biggest win so far that would get them in is the win against Neuqua Valley.
Yeah.
But they lost to 3. They lost to 3 playoff teams: Wheaton North, Geneva, St. Charles North, Simeon.
Yes.
So that one quality win came against Neuqua. So maybe.
All right, time for some big shocker scores. Naperville 28 to Mateo Valley 0. Surprised?
No, not really.
Naperville North 41, Waubonsie Valley 0.
I can't believe we never thought Waubonsie would go 0-9.
Yeah. My thing right now is Waubonsie Valley's got a good youth upstart, especially with the freshmen and sophomores. They're going to be improved.
The juniors that played last year on sophomores also went 7-2. So there's some excitement coming for Waubonsie Valley football. You get Luke Elsey back next season. You get Julian Johnson. You get Tyler Threet. You're going to have a Charlie Johan, the lineman, plays water polo. So, while it was a rough season for Waubonsie, there's definitely lots of excitement for next season. So just because they had a bad year this year doesn't mean they're going to be bad again.
Yep. St. Charles, I'm sorry, the Caleb 14, Neuqua Valley 0. What the?
All right. Neuqua, why in God's fuck did you play Menike? I get it. He wants to play, but I thought you were at least going to wait till Mattia to play him just to get the rust off before the playoffs. Neuqua rushed him back. I'm sorry. Neuqua rushed him back. He got hurt again.
Oh, wow.
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
He got hurt again.
Oh, wow.
If you watch the highlight, he fumbles the ball and he's on the ground grabbing his knee. He got hurt again. And not only that, too, 14 points. You figure the defense is like, hey, we held them to 14 points, guys. Come on. You should be able to score more than that. No, instead they put a big fat 0 on the scoreboard. Now that shakes up the conference and that hurts their seeding.
Yes.
Because I'm not sure how the conference would work. Because if Central wins tomorrow, they'll be 7-2. And if Neuqua wins tomorrow, they're 7-2.
Yeah.
Now Neuqua, Central's won conference losses to Neuqua, but Neuqua's won conference losses to DeKalb, but Central beat DeKalb. So I don't know how it works. I feel like the tiebreaker goes to Neuqua, I guess.
Okay. I'm not good with that, man. It's like giving chimpanzee an AK-45. If you give me
oh Lord. Yeah, that's just like me giving a chimpanzee an AK-45. But I guess we'll find out what happens tomorrow and stuff with the standings.
Yep.
But yeah, no, but in all honesty, that's a big blow for Neuqua. And those two bad losses are going to hurt their seedings. They lost to a team that's not even going to be in the playoffs. Well, I take that back. If Wheaton South sneaks in, maybe Neuqua's can get that last top 10 seed.
Yeah.
But no, Neuqua's in a little bit of trouble right now.
All right. Lyle 40, Mantino 0. Not much of a surprise. Congratulations to Lyle on the big
They needed that win.
Yes, they did. IC 47, Bishop Mac 0. Congratulations to IC on another.
IC doing IC things before the big one.
We in Academy 48, Elmwood Park 0.
Yep. Keep the scoreboard rolling. Keep rolling.
St. Francis 35, RB 14.
What I tell you, I told you St. Francis is going to kill these guys.
Deep dish football game of the week last week. Glenbard East 7, Glenbard South 6. Wow.
So it was a Glenbard East was lost all game. It was about under 2 minutes to go. And then came a 62-yard TD from Dylan Williams to Yassan Nabil to take the lead. And Jalen Brown had a big game. He had a 90-yard TD, put him up 6-0. But then, Glenbard East made the plays they needed to win.
Yeah, and unbelievable. Talk about a strong defensive battle. And again, they gave up that touchdown. Glenbard East defense, they came back and they impressed. They very impressed.
They did.
So next one, Fenton versus Streamwood. I don't have the score.
Where the fuck was the score anyway?
Yeah.
East
Aurora 52, West Chicago 24.
West Chicago's been definitely showing some progress this season.
Yeah, they've done a good job. East Aurora is they're just too much. West Chicago again. They're going to be impressive. Coach Chavez has done a wonderful job with this program. This being his first season, we'll see what happens next season. Downers Grove South 37, Warden 14. Deion Davis, unbelievable. Big shout out to Deion Davis. Hell of a season, hell of a game for Deion Davis, and a name that you must know from Downers Grove South.
Well, that's a big win too, because now that's they've won 5 straight. That's huge,
and that's impressive. That's awesome for DGS. Hinsdale South 49, Proviso East 8.
Good win for Hinsdale South.
York 50, Willowbrook 0.
Okay. So obviously I mean shit, 'cause I went with Willowbrook, but holy cow.
I mean shit too. I thought it was going to be
York might be the real deal.
Yeah. I think, again, the big thing for York is, again, 8A is going to be a complete cluster. Fuck. No doubt about that.
5A to 8A are complete clusterfuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be
it's a toss up.
It's gonna be a crazy ride. It really is.
We love to see it though.
But I don't want to be number one seed in any of those. I want to be a 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good.
I wouldn't. Here's a fun thing. I wouldn't want to play a home game as a high seed.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't want to be a, let's say, let's say 1 through 5. I wouldn't actually. Let's say 1 through 5. I wouldn't want to be a 1 through 5 seed playing at home.
Yeah, definitely. You're right. DGN 20, OPRF 6. DGN, big shout out to them.
OPRF, still alive for the playoffs. They've been a sneaky good team this year. You want to talk about sneaky good teams? OPRF. They could be, they had a 6-0 lead, but then gave up the next 20. But I wouldn't sleep on OPRF if they sneak into the playoffs.
Hinsdale Central gets the must-needed win, 46-6 against Proviso West. Not a surprise.
They needed that win, I'll tell you that.
Big battle, Glenbard West, 28, Lions 20. Big shout-out to Lions football. Again, Lions football has been challenging a lot of teams this season.
Well, they definitely challenged Glenbard West, I'll tell you that.
And South Elgin 53, Bartlett 7.
Triple option, like you mentioned.
Yep, triple option is an absolute pain in the ass, especially when you get to the playoffs. Anything triple option, wing T, that's a pain in the ass.
So which teams rely heavy on the triple option besides Cary Grove and South Elgin?
Perry Ridge also.
Okay.
Yeah, so
we obviously know those small schools down south rely on the triple option. Yeah. These are the big dogs with the triple option.
Yep. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I heard Bremen does the triple option too. So that's another interesting team too. IHSA games of the week 8. Normal West 30, Peoria 6.
Okay, so Normal West held a team that averages over 50 points a game to 6. What the hell? Well, it's funny too. Peoria had a 6-0 lead, and then Normal West scores the next 30. Xavier Edwards with the pick 6, Jaden Mangrum with a couple of TDs, Brock Lienerman. Holy cow, this Normal West team, holy cow.
And not only that, but Normal West lost to Richmond Bergen. Pretty big. And they go out and they beat Peoria that way.
A Peoria team that's averaging, that's got an explosive offense.
And we knew how good this Normal West defense was. That was one of the big things about this battle. And big shout out to Normal West.
That's a big win for the defense. Good win for the offense too, but the defense.
Marist 44, Carmel 30.
That Marist was the full force in the run game. Chris Lofgren and Mark McCoy both combined for 4 TDs on the night.
And again, this was a must-need win for Marist. Definitely a big proving game. Carmel, again, they are going to be a serious competitor when we get into the playoffs. I'm completely impressed with the way Marist's offense have connected.
Year.
So definitely it's going to be huge. St. Teresa 41, Shelbyville 14.
Shelbyville, 209 yards and 2 TDs. It was a running attack all night long for St. Teresa.
And St. Teresa's looking good in that 2A spot. Hersey 42, Elk Grove 0.
Just when things are exciting.
Yep. Hersey is unbelievable. East St. Louis 26.
Is Hersey in what class is Hersey in?
Hersey is in 7A?
Well, obviously in one of the high classes, but like we said, 5A through 8A is a really big toss-up.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep. East St. Louis 26, Edwardsville 7.
Okay, so Edwardsville, yes, they lost, but the fact they held East St. Louis to 26,
that's impressive.
I'd call that a win for Edwardsville, they might obviously disagree, but I call that a win. Well, not only that, too, they were only trailing 6-0 at the half. It was 6-0 at the half.
Yeah, the running back went absolutely crazy in the second half. Offensive line.
Oh, Fresh Woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fresh Woods with the big game, 130 yards and 3 tutties.
Jeez. Yeah. Simeon.
Oh, yeah, Fresh Woods with 130 yards rushing, and Tyran Martin with 3 TDs.
Yes. That's his name. Simeon 42, Morgan Park 22 or 21. What was
it? We know Simeon. I think it was 42-22. Simeon.
Okay. 42.
Who the fuck is Andre Cruz? Holy cow!
He's unbelievable. Andre Cruz is one of the most underrated players in the state of Illinois. Recruit. He just picked up an offer. He just picked up an offer a couple days ago from Nebraska, and he deserved that. It was a big time offer.
Ooh. Yeah, well, Malik Elsie decommitted from Cincinnati, so
yeah. So yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting. Malik Elsie is going to be looking good. They could get a good shot. Illinois could have a good shot at him. Moline 33, Sterling 21. Moline's offensive line just keeps rolling.
Yeah, Riley Fuller, 3 touchdowns. We definitely saw a shootout.
Yes, we
did. And it was a shootout.
Yes, we did. And then we get into the games of the week for DuPage. Naperville North versus Naperville Central tomorrow night. Take it away.
I will be there tomorrow night. So obviously, if anyone wants to throw batteries at me, go ahead. But that is oh boy, North is gonna be playing pissed off tomorrow after how their game against Central went earlier. Oh boy, they're gonna be pissed off. Both offenses. I'm hoping both offenses get it together.
Yeah.
Because they did in the first game.
They need to. And I think the big thing again is Naperville North, can they do what they did last year for Aiden Gray? Aiden Gray had a hell of a game last year, if you remember.
Wait, which one? Which one? Which one?
That was I think it was the championship game, was it? It was the championship
game?
Yeah,
the game against Eagle Valley. He went off.
Yeah.
Well, especially when you got Luke Williams, the Petaway boys, like you figured that offense would go off. No, they did not. Yeah, no, the offense is this is going to be close again, obviously, but offenses need to do a little bit more than just your typical 10-7 game.
Yes. No, you're right.
I won't be surprised if it goes to overtime again.
Ooh, that would be a good game. That definitely would be a good game. Next one, Nazareth versus Bennett Academy. Wow.
A battle of 2, 4, and 14. So basically like last year when Nazareth beat the shit out of Bennett. I don't know, Pete. I don't know. Bennett looks completely dead in the water.
Yeah, that's going to be another big time game right there. And we'll see what Bennett can do. It's going to be tough. This Nazareth team is starting to warm up. Glenbar North versus Wheaton.
Like they did last year at the end of the year.
Yep. Glenbar North versus Wheaton Warrenville South, sir.
Well, we were just talking about Wheaton South. They can get this win and maybe put up enough points. They could sneak in the playoffs.
Yep. And
they got that one quality win against Neuqua Valley.
And I think they need 3 teams to lose.
And who are those 3 teams?
I forgot. I forgot, but yeah. So.
But they need some. Well, obviously, a lot's going to have to go their way. Obviously, win and then see where the rest of shit goes from there.
And what does Glenbar North do? They're a pain in the ass in a lot of teams.
And they could be that pain in the ass and really end Wheaton South season.
Next one, Lyle versus Piatone. Lyle needs a win to get into the playoffs.
Let's go, Lyle.
It's going to be a tough one. Piatone is very stacked, especially with their hybrid athletes playing both sides of the ball. And again, they have a good running game as well. Chavez is definitely a player you got to keep an eye out for. And this is going to be a tough game for Lyle. We'll see what happens. Big shot,
right?
And this, I believe, if I'm not, yeah, it is. It's Coach Parpet's last. This will be his last regular season game. Big shot to Coach Parpet of the Lyle Lions. Hinsdale South versus Addison Trail. I put that on there just because, well, there's not that many games to do DuPage County.
Addison Trail at the upset at the end of the season.
Ooh, that would be interesting. That'd be a great program builder if they get the big win over Hinsdale South. We will see what happens, but Addison Trail has done a wonderful job this year.
They've done it. The Addison Trail is that hell of a season. I love it.
And again, Addison Trail keeps on building, and they're going to keep building, and they're doing a wonderful job. Big shout to that coaching staff. Big shout to the Blazers. You just keep building, and
the rest is going to get better. Just get more players out there, and then you're good.
Yep, they're going to be good. They definitely will be good. IC versus St. Francis in the big game. IC has 1 loss. St. Francis is currently undefeated.
So last year when these two teams met, IC came in undefeated, and St. Francis beat them.
Yes.
We're going to switch that this year.
Yeah.
IC wins because we talked about this last year, but these good teams need a loss. They need a loss.
Yeah.
They need a loss.
And I think IC had it with Julia Catholic. St. Francis, to me, is a team of destiny, just like IC. But I think the big thing will be on, again, IC's defense against St. Francis offense. And can they get pressure on Alicio for the St. Francis quarterback? I think that's going to be huge.
And if IC gets the win, it's not going to hurt St. Francis playoff seeding. St. Francis obviously lost to a good team. They should be fine.
Yep. You know, you're right. Wheaton Academy versus Aurora Christian. Very interesting game. Battle of 2-star quarterbacks. Max Bray.
I think the Wheaton Academy QB gets it done.
Yep. I think Wheaton Academy is going to get this. And again, this is a big time game for Wheaton Academy. They bounced back after that tough loss.
Yep.
So good job to Wheaton Academy. Glenbard East versus Bartlett. Can Bartlett get the big upset against the tough Glenbard East defensive squad?
No, and Glenbard East, they've been that Glenbard East win against Hinsdale against Glenbard South just opened a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
They're like, holy shit.
Yep, you're right.
Seems good.
Big game right here. DGN versus Lions.
So both teams are in the playoffs, correct?
Yes.
I think Downers Grove North keeps it rolling.
Yep. Next big game, Glenbard West versus Hinsdale Central. Coach McHugh, can they get the upset?
I honestly won't be surprised if they do. This game could go either way, but obviously Hinsdale Central are playing for their playoff lives.
Yeah. It's going to be tough. This is a tough game. This is a really tough game.
If Hinsdale Central doesn't make the playoffs, they have a lot to be excited for the next year. So
Glenbard West, they're just rolling. They're playing pissed off after that.
That's a Saturday game, right?
Saturday game, yes, sir. That game was actually supposed to be on a Thursday.
Yeah, because of the referee shortage, and then that somehow got pushed. Yeah. I thought the same would happen with Central and North. No, that's also on Thursday because of the referee shortage.
Yep.
Okay, parents, please. Referees are people too, for fuck's sakes.
And like we said, the parents.
Mad respect to Kankakee Athletics, by the way. Mad respect.
Yeah, just shut the hell up. Just shut the hell. And
you're embarrassing your kid. Your kid's a bigger adult out there than you.
Yourself, you look like a total jackass. So parents, just sit down and shut the fuck up. Enjoy your kid playing football. Simple as that. That's
exactly. Your coach is the one calling the plays, not you.
Yes, I totally agree. And them yelling at coaches and refs, it's getting obnoxious. It's getting and it's not just football. It's all youth sports. It's becoming really pitiful.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty angry parents out there and stuff.
And how the hell are you gonna get angry at a fucking T-ball game? Really?
Don't forget about that one travel softball game in 2018 when the next thing you know, parents decided to beat the shit out of each other. I'm like,
and it pisses me off.
Well, you wonder why some kids are bad.
Yeah. Now,
you wonder why.
All right, Elgin versus Glenbard South. What do you think, sir?
You know what? I think Glenbard South puts that loss behind them and gets another win.
Okay, all right. I think you're right. I think that's what's going to happen. Week 9 IHSA games of the week, big rivalry game in the Duquesne Conference. Batavia versus St. Charles North. What do you think, sir?
You know what? Batavia is woken up from their slump.
Okay.
I think Batavia gets it.
Okay, all right. Again, St. Charles North. I think this would be a big shot for them. I think can they slay the beast? That's going to be the big question.
Slay the beast. You want to talk about the beast?
Yeah. Loyola, two beasts. Loyola versus Mount Carmel Caravan. What do you think, sir?
You know who I think the big beast is going to be in this game? Mount Carmel.
Ooh.
Mount Carmel's been the big beast. Also, Mount Carmel is played back on their winning ways this year. If you want to keep that momentum going, you need a big win. This is their big win coming up.
They're just a tough.
It's a tough game in general.
And I go back to that Wilmington and Reed Custer game that I said. And I think whoever loses this game will win the title. This is a tough game.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't put it like that and stuff.
Yeah, but Blaney Dowling, he's unbelievable. And you got to go.
But at the same time, too, 8A is pretty much up in the air. And Carl was in 7A, right?
Yes, they're in 7A.
That's also up in the air.
Yeah. I think 8A is more up in the air than 7A. That's my personal feeling.
I don't know. 7A's got some good talent. I think Plainfield North could be a dangerous underdog in the playoffs.
Okay. Crystal Lake South versus Huntley.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Huntley's been a good team all year.
Yeah, Huntley's been really good. They've proven a lot this season. Crystal Lake South, they've had some games where you just don't know what team you're going to get. They got to show out. Caden Casimo is having a hell of a season. Quarterback Michael Prokos, I talked about him. He's a beast player as well. Offensive line, I swear that area, that Crystal Lake area, is the land of the Giants. It's the land of the Giants and the big boys. Unbelievable big boys. It's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be up in the air because Fox Valley's been just like the DuPage Valley Conference. Total chaos. You don't know what's going to happen.
You love chaos, though.
Oh, yeah, you got to love it.
If Central beats North tomorrow, oh, good Lord.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy indeed.
Yes. Last game, and thank you for correcting me, sir. Centennial versus Normal West.
You know, after that big win last week for Normal West against Peoria, they get another big win against Centennial and win that conference.
I think you're right. And Normal West, their defense is just unbelievable. They just proved something. All right, questions. Love you guys in your show. Who has a better shot at the state title? Peter Olson of Batavia, St. Francis, or IC?
I'm sorry, what are the schools again? Batavia, St. Francis, IC?
No, St. Francis or IC, the guy, Peter Olson from Batavia. Who has a better shot at the state title? St. Francis or IC?
You know what, Pete? We're gonna refer back to what you're talking about, the Reed Custer Wilmington game. Whoever loses wins the title. I think that could be the case tomorrow. Whoever loses.
Yeah, no, you're right. Keep going.
Whoever loses tomorrow is winning the title.
And I just want to let people to know that there might be a chance where Sacred Heart Griffin goes to 3A. Yes, there's a chance that Sacred Heart Griffin might go to 3A.
Oh, good Lord. 3A state champs. 3A state champs.
That's going to be pure craziness, pure anarchy. All right. Who has been the MVP in DuPage County Anonymous?
Ooh, who has been the MVP in DuPage County? That's a great question. It's been a lot of good teams. You know, and Drew Surges is up there. Obviously, no offense to DuPage Valley Conference, but nobody.
Michael Champagne of Glenbard Self, you can say.
Champagne, that Glenbard East defensive line, like you were talking about.
Yes, they've been unbelievable, that defensive line. St. Francis.
Julius Ellis.
What?
Ellens from Glenbard West.
Yes, he's been unbelievable.
He stepped up big time with no Joey Pope this year. That's a huge momentum boost.
Alessio from St. Francis has been often unbelievable. They've had to pull him some half times because of the blowouts. He has done a wonderful job.
Actually, here's a few MVPs from the DVC. The Neuqua Valley defense has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
I know this team's been struggling, but Tyler Threet has been a serious sleeper all year.
Okay.
You know, he's a good MVP. Shoot, who else? Tyler Dodd from Naperville Central.
Yes, Tyler Dodd's had a wonderful season so far.
You could even say Luke Petaway from North.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I do take that back. There have been a lot of good players. Robert Lynch from Mattia.
Yes, he's had a good season too. I'm trying to think of any. I'm trying to think of anyone else.
I mean, this question's putting us on the spot. Shit.
Brummel from Wayne Academy. Belay Brummel from Wayne Academy.
Yeah. What about who's the running back from Batavia?
He's not in DuPage though.
Oh.
Yeah, DuPage County, my man.
I thought he was. Never mind.
No, Belay Brummel from Wayne Academy. He's had a wonderful thing. I'm trying to think of anyone else. I see the defense. That's been.
Yeah, I see the defense all year.
Ennis Mandela, their the quarterback, their running back Denzel Gibson. He's been unbelievable.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely. Brown from Glenbard South. That's another name too.
Yes.
York Matt Veza.
Ryan Watson.
Yes. There's another one too. So yeah, there we go. All right. Last one. What teams are you eating crow on? James Vassler of Villa Park.
What teams are we eating crow on?
Yeah.
This one's an obvious one. Lombard North.
Yeah. And I'm eating crow on Willowbrook High School too as well. Yeah. Definitely.
Lombard North had a lot coming back this year after the amazing playoff run. I'm like, okay, they're going to be good. No, they didn't do anything.
And I'm eating crow on Hinsdale Central as well.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with them too. They've been injuries have just been the Red Devils.
Wabanzi Valley.
Wabanzi Valley all day.
Yeah.
We knew Mattia was going to struggle, but Wabanzi, oh my God, they can't even get 2 wins.
Yeah, no, Wabanzi Valley killed me. They literally killed me. Unbelievable.
St. Charles East.
Yeah, St. Charles East.
They started off 2-0.
Yeah, St. Charles East killed me as
well. They lost to Lake Park, and you're like, oh no.
Wheaton Warrenville South killed me too.
Wheaton South definitely killed us. You figured after their first 2 games, they hung with the good Simeon team, and then they beat Equal Valley, so they're off to a great 1-1 start. I'm like, oh shit, this team might be real. Yeah. But nope.
Yep.
Nope. They've been a disappointing team.
We've been eating a lot of crow, sir. A lot of
Montini.
Oh yeah, Montini's always Montini.
2 years in a row, Montini's been make us eat shit.
Yep. All right, that is it for week 9. My name is Coach Big Pete, aka P. Leinweber, DuPageFootball.com. Follow Coach Big Pete and DuPage Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Breakfast with Coach Big Pete will be at midnight, Saturday morning. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, my email again, coachbigpete@gmail.com. Mr. Codo, take it away.
Hello, for people. Well, this is Patrick Codo, the co-host of DuPage Run and Shoot. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you so much for a fun regular season. Now we got the playoffs coming up. Oh boy, I'm excited to see what matchups we have. And we will have, as of now, 3 area teams in the playoffs: Naples Central, Naples North, and Equal Valley. So feel free to give a watch on those highlights at nctv17.org. And you can follow me. Well, you can email me at petecodo@nctv17.org for questions, say hi, or even throw batteries at me.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Let's get ready for some playoffs.
Yes, sir.